Hello, I'm Senator Ben Cardin of Maryland. Greetings to everyone in Maryland and around the world who is watching this event. I especially want to thank the Iranian American community of Maryland for their invitation. It is my honor to join you today. Let me start by saying how heartbreaking it is to see Iran in the midst of its second wave of coronavirus infection. For the Iranian people to fight against the pandemic, as well as coping with such an oppressive regime, is an incredible burden to bear. But we cannot let this global health crisis deter us from continuing to fight for human rights all over the world. To that end, let me mention briefly my resolution that was introduced prior to the COVID pandemic in the United States. Senate Resolution 539, which I introduced with Senators Jeanne Shaheen, Tim Kaine, and Jackie Rosen, expresses support for the rights of the Iranian people to self-determination and condemns the regime for its violent suppression of free expression and shooting down of Ukraine International Airlines Flight 752. The loss of life was devastating and shows the lengths to which this regime goes to silence opponents, both domestically and abroad. Our resolution supports the rights of all Iranians, wherever they are in the world, to peacefully assemble and protest the Iranian government without fear of violence or reprisal. It also calls on the administration to do everything possible to ensure free and uninterrupted access to the internet for the Iranian people. Finally, the resolution urges the U.S. President and Secretary of State to work with the international community to ensure that members of the Iranian regime be held accountable for their violations of human rights. By shackling free speech and stifling dissent, the Ayatollah not only directly oppresses his opponents, but he seeks to weaken the morale of the Iranian people. Our resolution sends a valuable message to the regime, and more importantly, to the brave Iranians risking arrest and physical harm as they exercise the freedom of speech and assembly long denied to them. Our message is simple. The world's most powerful democracy condemns the suppression of human rights and free expression everywhere in the world, and that we stand with the people of Iran. The fight is not over. The Iranian people are brave and resilient, and you are continuing to wage a heroic uprising against the corruption and brutality of the regime. The brighter future is within reach in Iran. I will keep working to ensure the United States, in cooperation with the entire international community, helps you get there.